Okay.
You know,
Peer pressure.
in order to peer pressure, they're trying to fit in with the guys. You've got the guys out there saying, man, you know, you're this, you know, if I were you, I would do this, you know, you'll be a sissy to do that, and blah. But
You'll be what? A CC? What's a CC? What's a
A man who
CC?
shows emotion is a sissy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a Caribbean thing. And for example, you don't let your boys cry.
Oh.
No, you don't let the boy cry. That is why
Whoa.
I think that is why our men, most of these men are
Criminals.
Should I use the word wicked? Like when you have to, when you cry, you air out your feelings, and then you begin to restore yourself. But when you keep it in for a longer period of time,
And that is why more men die. They die younger than the women.
that's why women live longer.
That's why women live longer than the men.
Yeah. Yes.
The men are trying to be macho tough.
Yes.
And they die.
But you see, different expected of them.
Uh-huh.
I listen very carefully. Not only are some of the men bound by peer pressure,
Mm-hmm.
There's some mothers especially. They're ready to let go of the daughters, but they're not ready to let go of their sons.
Okay, so let's go into that. Since this is Valentine thing. Why is it easy for some mothers? Of course, I know there are mothers who don't want their daughters to leave home because their daughters are supplying them money and supplying them all kind of goods. Okay, they go out there and bring them money to do things for them. But why is it difficult for mothers to let go of their sons, especially those hopeless, jagbajanti, roundabout sons? Those children that just came to eat up everything that is in the family. They don't want to leave home, and mothers are not willing to let them go. Why is it difficult for some women to let their sons be on their own?
It's about the money. Bishop, in the first place, a mother always sees their son, no matter how big or age that son is, he still sees him as a younger, young boy. Young boy. I don't want to use boy. That is why. Yeah. So no matter how, even if he's married, still the mother sees the son as a young one. So if you won't go anywhere, stay home because you are already a son.
Really?
You get in their mind, you are so young. In their mind, even though you are old, you are so young. But there is one other parents, or what I see also is this: when the man works, like somebody that works really and brings money home and take care of parents, those ones, the mother will let the son go. I mean, those ones, the mother sees as the the bread, as the milk. Thank you. You see, so if you provide for the family, then they see you as a cash cow, as you said. But if you don't provide for the family, you are still young, you are still a child, they are still taking care of you. They don't lose you because you are already their child age. That is one thing. Yeah, no matter how rich you are.
And how is this kind of action going to affect the son?
But this man becomes functional. He's a mama's boy, and he cannot. And in cases like that, they cannot relate. They cannot relate to. They cannot have proper relationship
with a woman.
And then yes, and then they go into relationships. For example, if for some reason that young man happens to get married, first of all, 9 times out of 10, there's no woman that is good enough for that young man as far as the mother is concerned.
Okay.
She would find all kinds of faults of that woman.
Secondly, the mother has been doing everything for this son, so there's nothing that the new woman in this son's life is going to do for him that will qualify her to be good enough for him.
Right. Yes. I mean, if it's possible, listen. I beg to differ. And unless there is incest going on there is something that woman could do for that man that the mother can't do or shouldn't do.
Okay, which is just sex alone. That's it.
Yes, but you know, and the thing about it is, like I said, the woman, you know, the mother will find fault. Sometimes she will make up stuff. She would listen to what other people have to say, and it would be all in this man's ears all the time. And it comes down sometimes to the point where the man starts to compare this woman with his mother, to his mother. You know, you might get a man tell him, that's not how my mother does it, especially if it's a marriage. Well, I'm not your mother. Sorry. You should have married her.
So is this a very big problem? Because like in the culture that I come from, in my father and mother's culture, and in the culture of the South that I grew up, which is my real culture, mine. You grow up, you go out. You go and find your own life. In fact, if you cannot prove that you are capable of being on your own and earning your own money, everybody avoids you. Everybody avoids you. So this is very strange to me. But nowadays I've started hearing that kids are staying home up to the age of 60s. They are staying home. As long as their parent is alive, they are staying home. They don't want to have no job, nothing. I when I was in Atlanta, I went to CNN, then took a cab to the guy that cooks for me. There is a guy that cooks for me. Him and his wife are very good cooks. They can cook anything you want. They fix it for you real good. So I called them. They say, yep, we will put your food together within 2 hours. So I took a cab down there. My food was ready. And so we were talking, and they said to me, listen, young people do not want to have a job. They just want to sit down at home and listen to rap and hip hop. They don't want to have a job anymore. They don't want to have a job. They don't want to pay a price for anything. And that is why many of them are con artists. He said that's what is going on. And he began to give me examples of what is going on. He began to give me examples. He spoke in their language. He said, which means young men do not want to have a job anymore. They want to depend on their girlfriends. They want to depend on their mothers. They want to depend on their sisters. And they don't even care whether their sisters go and sell their bodies as long as they bring them money. I just thought that is wickedness of the highest kind. That is wickedness of the highest kind. Okay, let's go. Who is to be blamed for this? Is it the mothers? Or is it the son that is pimping the mother or whatever?
As far as I'm concerned, you're going to get out on your butt. You're going to start working.
There you go.
You have to be responsible.
And when you try to push that son to go and get a job, you try to push them. Then what happened? They start to cry because Kids have learned how to put emotion on their parents so that their father and their mother will be on their side. You know? Because that's where the problem lies. You try to get them a job, you try to get them professional training, and they start to cry. You try to ask them to get help, and they start to cry. They don't need no help. They are comfortable where they are. And their parents turn around and see the children cry. What do you think the parents are going to say? They're going to say, leave my kids alone. We are good where we are. See, that's where the problem lies.
This started from young.
Yes.
The parents that gave into these children, this is something that was learned. These children, this was being done from young, and they have perfected
this art
behavior.
Yes.
The parents fall for it all the time. So there's something called tough love. In my house, there was tough love.
Yep.
You can say that.
So this is where the whole issue.
Yeah, I'm finished here. Yeah, I want to say this. When the baby grew up and is now up to go to preschool, when he enters in the class and see another teacher, or let's say a mother or something, that child, when the mother is leaving, the child begins to cry.
Yes.
You as the mother leave the child, no matter how the child cries. Because what you want the child to learn, to know where you are taking him, going to build up his life there. So I see it the same way. When he grows up and he has to go out there to work, no matter how you cry, you have to go. Agree. You have to go and work. Because when you were a child, your first day at school, you cried, and I left you there, and you became somebody. You know how to read now. You know how to do things right. So now that you are grown up, and you have to use it, and become somebody, and become a builder for the nation, for the community, for the society. You want to now come and stay in the house? No, go out there. That is what I would do.
Okay.
And practice with
Why Ibeke?
and work.
Where is Why Ibeke? Where is Ladri? Ladri, what do you say about this? When a son refuses, hold on, let me put this on speaker. When a son refuses to, where is the speaker? Here we go. Okay. When a son has been so modeled that to go and have a job, have their own home, they refuse to do that. What do you think? What should happen? Who is to be blamed? How is this to be remedied? Tell us.
Well, this depends how the parent brought up their kids. Also, it depends also on the character of the kids themselves. We cannot just blame one side.
She said it depends on the character of the kids, not just the parent.
Yes, because I believe that every parent does everything to bring up a child. They will teach them how to be responsible, to go to school and study and everything. But it depends also on the child and the company with him.
What about where the child doesn't want to go to school, refuses to go to school because it's too tough, and the parent tolerates it?
Well, in that case, then the parent have the fault, but not the child himself, because it's the responsibility of the parents to do that, to make sure that the child goes to school.
Bishop, you have to repeat what she said because I'm not hearing.
She says it is the problem of the parent if they do not put no pressure for that child to go to school, and that child have to drop out of school and the parent do nothing about it. Because I know of children who do not want to go to high school, but they go and sell marijuana, like you call it marijuana. They go and sell marijuana. They go and start selling crack cocaine, and they are bringing the money to their parents. And their parents said nothing and do nothing. But the day the police will shoot, the day that the police will shoot that child, or they will seize that child and force that child into jail, then the parent, if they are white, come out to say, whoa, is the police against white people? If they are Latinos, is the cops against Latinos? If they are black people, is the cops against black people? Whereas the real truth is there. They have been enjoying the money that this child has been making and bringing home, without telling this child, we don't need your money. You need to get your butt back to school or go and learn a trade. That's why, like a few years ago in Wichita, they were searching elderly people at our airports because their children were giving them drugs to go and sell in Las Vegas. And they were catching a lot of elderly people. A lot of elderly people of a particular race. Not black race. Not black people. Because a lot of black people don't have money to go to Vegas or Miami and New York. They don't have that money. They are broke. A lot of blacks are broke. I'm being serious with you.
That's true, because a couple of years ago, about 10 years ago, there was a talk going around that Caribbean people should avoid traveling through the Caribbean, from the Caribbean, like through Puerto Rico into the U.S. because the immigration officers and the customs and border people were stopping mature-looking travelers.
Yes. Elderly people from 70 years upward were being searched like criminals. I hated to see that. Because their children were putting drugs in their luggages. So you go past. By the time you reach there, your son or daughter is there. How did you end up here? Well, I put something in your luggage and I come to get it. And they were putting their parents in trouble. There are children who are telling their parents, apart from Harvard, I will not go anywhere. If it is not Harvard, I'm not going nowhere. If it's not Princeton and Yale. If it's not Brown. And the parent, and these children are all blockheads. And the parent will go, they are all blockheads. And they think that by going to these famous universities that their head will be unblocked. If you're a blockhead, you're a blockhead. You yourself have to do something about it. The parent will go and get a loan. It's happening a lot in Asia and Africa. They will go and sell their land, put their home on mortgage, give the money to the child, and the child will go there and throw a party and useless the money. Useless the money and put the parent in trouble. Now they are owing the bank. Now they are owing uncle. Now they are owing the state. Now they are owing this. And that's why a lot of parents die of heart attack, things like that, because of children. Children who do not want to grow up, and their parents help them not to grow up. You know? Yep. They become an ever expanding blue ball, ever expanding hyena that will not stop growing. Ever expanding hyena. And you can't stop it from growing. You try to talk to that child will tell you, after all, I'm your only son. I'm your only son in this family. Or I'm the last born. That's what they tell you. I'm the only son in this family, or I'm the last born of this family, and their mother tolerate them. And the worst thing is when mothers will be mooching on the other siblings to give to this blockhead, to this idiot in the house. You give money to your mother to wear better clothes, eat better food, get better medicine, go to the hospital. She go to MoneyGram, go to her bank account and take the money, and she goes and give it to the idiot in the house.
Yes, that's true.
Who think that he was born to come and be in charge of the family? How can a ghost come to be in charge of a family? I call those kind of kids, I call them ghosts. That's what I've told many of them. I say, I want to ask you a question. Do ghosts become leaders of families? He said, what do you mean by a ghost? I said, because you are the ghost in this family. And you have to leave. You have to leave this family. Because you came to destroy this family. So you better leave this family right now before I come back here to come and deal with you. And then you hear the child say, what can you do? What do you think you can do to me? Mom and dad are here on my side. Why don't you listen now? You give them a job to do, they can't do it. And many of them, they are going around the village making every Martha and Magdalene pregnant. That's all they are doing. Feeling they think that the only thing that they tell you is it when you ask them, why are you going around making everybody pregnant? Why? If you are not making people crazy, angry, you are making them pregnant. Huh? Why are you doing it? Is it not God that says that we should go and multiply? Really? Did you find your name there? Was your name written there that it is you that must go and populate and pregnant everybody to populate the earth? Is your job? Whose money is going to be used to raise all these people?
That's right. Good question.
Is it not God that wrote there in the Bible? Did you see your name there in that Bible that said it must be you? Tom must go and populate everywhere. Huh? Did you not see where God said go and take dominion? And the guy will quote to you and say, I have come to take dominion over this family. That's where I was born. Do you take dominion with your mouth and sitting down there? And that's what they do. And pretty soon they will start writing you on Messenger. They have found a wife to marry. After they have made 5, 6, 7 people pregnant, they've now found somebody to marry. And they want you to come and give them money to go and marry. Really? So let's deal with the issue tonight, since that's the way we are going. Is it possible to turn your emotion off when you realize that the person that you trusted with your emotion has sold it to the devil or have trashed it? Remember that song? I don't know who's singing. Is it Mariah Carey? I'm not sure that is her. I think it's somebody else that sang it. It says, last year, I gave you my heart. The following day, you gave it to somebody else. So this year, I've decided to do something else with it. It's no longer with you. Huh?
It was George Michael.
Okay, George Michael. Okay. Okay, George Michael. Thank you, Ladri. See? Is it possible for you to turn your emotion off from somebody who gave your heart to somebody that they are not supposed to give it to? Why is it difficult for people to turn their emotion off from children who do not want to become anything, from husband or boyfriend or wife or girlfriend who is just a moocher, somebody that come to mush just to eat and enjoy, for better to stay, for worse to go? Huh? When it's good with you, they stay. When it's bad, they leave. And when they hear that you've made it, they try to come back. You know that there are men and women like that.
Yes.
When they abandon you when it is bad, when you don't have nothing. When one day heard that you started to make money, you bought a house, you bought a nice car, you're a millionaire, they try to come back. I hope you know there are people like that. What do you do? What do you do when your emotion is into that kind of thing? When people are dealing with you this way? Why is it difficult for people to turn their emotion off and they still stay there? Even when they are being beaten. They still stay there. Well, I heard from Nancy once. Nancy said, Nancy, can you repeat what you told me? Was it yesterday or day before yesterday? She said some people love to stay married. My mouth dropped. Nancy, can you repeat that, please? Let's hear it from you. I'm not sure she's on. I think her phone. I'm not sure she's in. Okay. Is it true that some people tolerate these things because they wanna be known as married people?
Yes, because for some women it is, for example, where I come from, and I have had close family members that have had that experience. The relationship is horrible. The man is a beast. He's a monster. They complain every day. They have the worst things to say about this character, this individual, but they will not leave the marriage because, one, religiously, they have to remain married. That's a religious responsibility.
Wow! Shame on those gods and goddesses. Shame on them. So marriage is a religious responsibility. I have never, this is why I like you, Samantha. This is big. This is big. So they remain in marriage because it's a religious responsibility. Whoa. And let me ask, Diana, are you on the line with me?
Isn't that the Catholic? What is the Catholic Church? I have family relatives who are Catholic, who are Anglicans, who are Methodists, who are Seventh-day Adventists.
Yeah.
And they will remain because it's a religious responsibility.
Oh my word.
A lot of times it is people worry about what society will say, what other people will say.
Yes. Because like in
what will people say?
Yeah, like in some African countries, like when people call you, they will always ask you, how is your husband? How is your children? Because that is the most important thing to them.
Yes.
They don't ask you about your business. They don't ask you about anything. They always ask you, how is your husband? How are the children? Because that is their social security, pension, and benefits. Is the children and husband or wife.
And you have to also remember
A woman that cooks for me. Listen to this. A woman that cooks for me here in Wichita. When I went to go and pick my food, they are from Vietnam. Say, how is your wife? How is your children? Everybody good? I look at I look at her. I say, I don't have no wife. I don't have no children. If you see the way they look at me, they say, why? You age. You grow. You grow. You grow. No wife, no children. you a lot money. You a lot money. You die. Who take money? Who come take everything? You have too much. Why not wife? Why not children? Not good. And I'm looking at them and I'm just laughing, because for people from some Asian community, not being without a wife, not having children is like a curse. Because you must have a wife to cook for you, as though all that I need a woman for is for somebody to be my cook or somebody to be my cleaning lady. Seriously? That's that's
Gotcha.
that's all that you marry a woman for, to cook for you and feed you and do your cleaning because that's what the Vietnamese people tell you. Oh, woman, cook, clean, feed you happy, you belly sweet. That's your belly is full and happy. You belly sweet, woman, woman, sec you. They say sec, S-E-K instead of sex. Woman, sec you, you sec woman. Everybody happy. Baby born. House smell good. She cook you. She cook me. Me to be cooked. Are you serious? She cook you. She cook you. She cook you. You strong mean you strong. You strong, which means she cook for you. And she's saying she cook you. I say it's not me that she's going to cook in that pot, not me. No way. She cook you. You eat. You meat strong. You know what they call meat? What they call meat is your flesh, your skin. So they call skin meat. She cook you. You eat food. You strong. Your meat look good. Everybody happy you because you marry, you children. And I'm listening to this lecture from the University of Vietnam and I'm like, thank you very much. See, that's the way they look at it. That's the way they look at it.
But it's not just that culture. The people.
African culture is the same way. If you are not married, you don't have children, you are cursed. That's the way they look at it. If you have girls, only from Africa you have girls. Way. Unless those girls have gone to university, they are lawyers, they are bankers, they are this and that. If that man, if your father died, the uncles and the aunties are coming to fight everybody. They will chase your mother away and they will take everything. Tell me about it. So that's why some boys, when they see that, oh, so being a boy is a great thing. They don't want to go anywhere. They don't want to do nothing. They just sit on their butt, feeding and mooching and sucking from everybody. And you see the one, let's go back to Valentine. The one that really hit me hard are men who do not want to have a job, but they want to be in a marriage or a relationship, and the woman is the one who is a breadwinner. And the man is still beating this woman. The man, in fact, 2 days after you are supposed to have brought your paycheck, you didn't bring it to him. He started asking you, where is the money? And people call this love. Is this love? Is this being in love or being in stupid? Which one is it? Being in stupid or being in love? Which one is it?
I'll tell you this. Back in the day when I was working in the banking industry, they had a specific day for welfare checks to be cashed.
Hey.
They call that Mother's Day.
Mother's Day?
Yeah, the welfare day was considered Mother's Day. And the women were coming with the checks, and they were getting nice-sized checks because of the number of children they had. And the men will be with them, and they will cash those checks and have to put that money in the man's hand. And
Yay. Are you serious?
And they are getting this money because they have told social services that they don't know who the father is.
What?
But but when they get the checks, the men are right there with them and listen, I am telling you what I know, what I saw, and they will cash the checks and they have to hand that money over to the man.
God forbid, love is not blind.
He is gone, but they will cash the food stamp, and they will turn around then and try to sell the food stamp. You know, so that they can have money.
Is love here?
Who is to blame for that?
Tell me about it.
The women.
Yeah, tell me about it. Is love really blind? Is love deaf, dumb, blind, and lame? Is love lame?
These young women, the young women are buying the men.
Why are they buying the men?
You know, when you say A, you gotta say B because they're encouraging them.
So is it like there is scarcity of men or what?
In the Caribbean, that's what they say.
There is scarcity of men in the Caribbean. Are you serious?
Yes.
I don't think so.
There are more women to men. The ratio is more women to men. So women have to share the men.
Yay.
Yeah, nowadays, there's more to it than that, you know. Nowadays, there definitely is a scarcity of men. Because there are men and there are men.
Okay, so there are two types of men.
You know, what I'm trying to say.
So there are penny. There are penny men. There are penny men whom, according to Vivian, are cheap men. And then they are the ones who are trying to do something, the rich ones. So there is scarcity of the special men.
I think she's referring to sexual orientation.
No. There is scarcity of special men. And then the other ones, the other men are like penny, Penny. Nickels and dimes, they are everywhere. You can find them everywhere.
Oh, yes.
So I think that is it. So the question we are asking tonight is love, is real love deaf, dumb, blind, and lame or not?
I think it depends on the holder and the beholder.
So what is it? So love is in the eye of the beholder?
It's the quality, the type, depends on who is feeling it, who's giving it, who's receiving it.
Oh, yeah? Who is feeling it? Who is giving it? Who is receiving it? Whoa.
But there's a big question. What is the definition of love? It is what I said.
We've dealt with that a lot on the first videos of the Valentine. We've dealt with love a lot, of what real love means and what people should be expecting. So make sure each of you go through the Valentine broadcast and go through all of them, because we've done a lot of broadcasts that many of you do not know, only few of you attended. Make sure you go through it so that you see what we have put out there for you on special love. So we are not just talking about love itself, we are also talking about special love. Remember, that is the theme. Valentine, special love. We are looking at special love. Love that is not blind, love that is not deaf, love that is not dumb, and love that is not lame. That's how it is. You will also realize that when a woman or a man finds his or her voice, his or her power, which also include financial independence, there are men that will not like it. Every man is not like me who will be happy for you that you have finally made it in life. That's what makes me to be excited and ecstatic. is when I see that you as a man or as a woman have made it financially. But you know that there are men who are not happy that their woman is making more money than themselves.
Oh, yes.
And you also know that there are women who are not happy that their man is making more money than themselves. And that's where problem begins.
Oh, yes.
And in such a situation, emotion should not go there. If somebody is not happy for you, I know of women who are supposed to have graduated with their PhD and the husband did not want them to go to college. Why are you putting up with such a crappy person? Somebody who is asking you, what are you going to do with a bachelor's degree? What are you going to do with having a technical training to be an electrical technician, a plumber, a carpenter of the highest quality, making the... What do you want to do with all of that? Anybody who discourages you from being the best should be dropped. You don't owe no religious obligation, no racial obligation, no gender obligation, no family obligation, no religious obligation, no political affiliation. You don't owe nothing to anybody in this physical planet who want to stop you from being the best.
I agree.
No, not just I agree, but I agree. You have to agree. You have to agree with me. Yeah, I agree. Yes. And if you come to anyone's life or anybody come to your life, and since you've been with them, they've never asked you, how can I help you? How can I be of help to you? There are very few people who have called me and said, how can I be of help to your ministry? Whatever you call me to do, I'm going to stay and do it long term with you. I'm not asking you of something of 1 year, then I quit. Very few people. Very, very few. Because a lot of the people, they want the rice already, the curry already cooked, ready for them to come and fill their big old belly. And they take that phone call once. Please, can you take a payment? They take it once. They take it twice. Next time, they don't answer their phones. That's how it is. Any human being that is not going to be in love affair with you long term should be dropped. It's not like somebody who calls you every day, try to chat with you, do all this stupidity with you. The time you should be spending to raise money. In case that same person has problems, you have the money to take care of problems. People want to spend your whole day for nothing, just talking on nothing, just emotional stuff. Every day. Whereas you should be out there carrying your gun, going on hunting. Go and hunt. Go to the world. Hunt down stuff and bring it home. Yeah, bring it home. And for some people it's scary. Oh, you are making a whole lot of money. I don't even make this kind of money. And it become a threat. When did the blessing become a threat? When did going to college become a threat? When did, oh, the woman went and bought a brand new car? And you were like, why didn't you buy two? Why didn't you buy one for me? Well, you go and work for it. You allow me to be driving this Bubromaja. I'm driving this Danfo. We call it Danfo. I'm driving this Danfo. And you went and bought yourself a Mercedes. Are you trying to mock me in this marriage, in this relationship? Eh? I'll be driving a van and following you on your Mercedes Benz. Are you serious? Eh? You are driving your Mercedes and I'm driving a van following you. And the van is going... like Vespa, there's a motorbike we called when we were little boys. Because when that motorbike passes you, it be going so we call it. Are you driving? Are you riding a or what? You are driving a Mercedes, and I will be riding a I'm following you. Seriously? Instead of them being happy with you and being happy with their because that's what they qualify for a that's why they've settled for a all these years. And since they want to stay with a why can't they go and get a woman for a wife and leave you alone? You know? If you ride a go and marry a woman. Eh? And now they start to envy you. And now they start to ask you, hey girl, no, they will tell you, hey girl, I want to have a word with you. Please come and sit down. Instead of you both eating food in peace, listening to good music, and let the food go to where they should go. He's coming to talk about, you know, since you bought that Mercedes Benz, I have been worried though. You say, how are you worried about me buying a Mercedes Benz? He said, you know what? I have been having this strange dream. The person I've never dreamed before. But immediately you buy the car, the person is now dreaming. When did you become a Joseph? All the time I've been married to you, you've never dreamed one dream. Except the day that you are drunk. That's when you dream. And now suddenly the person has a dream and you say, what is the dream? You won't even allow me to eat. After eating, then we can talk about your dream. He said the dream is so important. I have to tell it now. You say, why don't you wait until we finish eating so that Pepe, lad, we call it Pepe do not enter my head and I go crazy. He said, no, you have to hear this. It's so important. You say, what is? He said, I had this dream. And there was this tall guy. You know that so it means that the man you have is a short person. When short people are having dream about tall people, when short oh my goodness. So I had this dream about this tall man. And I saw him coming into your office. You say, my office, he said, yes. And he was bringing you envelope. He brought you food and flowers. And he gave you a kiss. And he told you to use that money and make sure you buy yourself a brand new car. And then, and then he gave you a second envelope for you to buy a house. So I'm sure that you are going to buy a house soon, since you already bought the car. Hey! He said, are you seeing somebody? Is there something happening in your office with the owners of this company? What is going on here? You know? You say, do you believe that dream is true? And the person said, yes, I believe in dreams. At that time, the person will now become a philosopher or become a spiritual person. Yes, I believe in dreams. You know, God talks to people through dreams. So you believe it is God who is giving you that. And this person is making up the dream. He's making up the dream. He begins to swear, I really believe. I swear over my grandmother's grave that this dream, it must be God who is giving. I believe that you are meeting somebody. Because where do you get the money to be buying this kind of car? So you are cheating behind my back. And God is showing me the man.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. And then the man will go, I have been wondering 5 years ago. I've been scratching my head. Where did you get the money to go to college? You now have a bachelor, you now have a master. And I still have a standard 6. Elementary 6 is what I still have. You've gone to college. I got you out of the village and brought you to Europe or brought you to America. And then you came back, you sat, whatever you sat, and now you have all these degrees, and now you didn't get a loan. So where are you getting the money from? And you said, my savings. He said, you are saving. How come everybody is not saving like that? Have you ever asked me to show my account? Haven't I showed you what I earn? All because the man told you a while back that he should be in charge of your money so that he could be giving that money to his sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts, mother, father, siblings, so that he can be the head of the family. And instead of you allowing him to be the head of the family, you cut his head off, and now he's headless. He doesn't have a head. He only have a piggly wiggly tail on his butt. He has a tail. It's not even a big tail like the one of foxes and wolves. He has the one that is as tiny as the one of a pig on his butt. That's all the tail he has on his butt. Yeah. So he is a piggly wiggly person. He doesn't even have a head. Or to give the money to his jabal, yeah, to his sidekick. And you said no. We need money for emergency. We need money for quality life. You see, there are people I've known who left their villages in their country and came to America and Europe. And where they come from is still biting into their butt. Even if you take them to the water and you bath them with all the tide laundry detergent and bleach, they will never change. In Africa, there is a detergent that they call elephant blue detergent. So the comedian said, even if you are to bath logy, which means to bath. Even if you are to bath logy this man with all the elephant blue, instead of blue, you say blue. Instead of bathing this man with elephant blue detergent, this person will remain the way they are. Because they still think they have village head. They think village things. They act like villagers. You take them to go and eat, they put you to shame. They start quarreling with the waiter. They start quarreling with the waiter over a nickel and a dime. I'm serious. On this Valentine Day, begin to think seriously how your life is going to be. Your life has to be with the best. Because, hold on, let me, these girls are out here. Imeri. Okay, so let's go here. No. They have all been kicked out of the line. Okay, I'll stop here. You see, when the night time comes, when the night shows up, the stars begin to awake. You begin to see tiny stars. As the night progresses into darkness, they begin to become big. You are a star. Don't allow anybody to make you a lesser woman or a lesser man. It is a crime against your life and against the universe for anybody to put you in the class that God did not put you. Please write that down, because this is very important to me. When I say this word, it always wants to move me to tears. Do not allow any human being to put you in the class. Don't allow any culture, political, religious, philosophical group, social group, don't allow anything, including marriage, to put you in a class that God and the universe did not put you. Don't allow that. That's a very powerful key. It is a crime if you allow that. On this day of Valentine, wake up. Come out. Come out. Even if there have been darkness, break out of the darkness and tell the world that you are here. You are a star. A life-giving star. Come out of the darkness that people have put you. You've put yourself. Come out and shine for us. We've been waiting for you, ladies. We've been waiting for you, women, mothers. We've been waiting for you, men and boys. Where people have put you and covered you up. Come out. You have so much to give. Come out. The night has appeared. Come out. Shine. We've been waiting for your brilliancy. We've been waiting for your brightness. As a star, you are aware that you carry so many sun, S-U-N, many sun. Are you aware that there are so many moon in the different planets in you? Are you aware that I can mine gold? I can mine copper, silver, bronze, crude oil of different kind, gas. I can mine it out of you. You are $1 billion walking about. You are a trillionaire without knowing it. All because somebody told you, come, follow me, and you follow them, and they led you into darkness. And you couldn't shine anymore. Tonight, I open that darkness. And I want you to shine out of that darkness. Let your voice roll through the darkness of the night. Shine even brighter. Shine even brighter. Because soon the day will come and you will walk in that brightness out of darkness back into day, where you keep shining. And when the day turns into night, you will peep out, and then you keep coming out until the entire world say, look at that star. And they have no idea that they are looking at planets and galaxies. You have so much to give. You have so much to receive. We want to make you beautiful, even far above than you can imagine. The universe has what it takes to adorn you with the greatest beauty. Money has been waiting for you ages upon ages since you were born. There are people who swore that you will not come in here. And so when the nighttime comes, there were no stars. But from tonight, the stars will shine. And you are that star. And you will shine in the day, and you will shine in the night. And to hell with those who did not want you to shine. Shame on them. Shame on them. And blessed are you, because you've made up your mind. And you have accepted yourself that you are a star. Samantha, when it reaches this part of this program, I want you to copy out everything I've said about the star word to word, from the beginning to the end. Because
Okay.
I'm reciting to you all a poetry that the Library of Heaven, just like we have the Library of Congress, they put inside me, so I didn't even need to read it. I wanted to pick it from the book I wrote it, and they told me you don't need to worry, it's already there. So that is how we end this Valentine. End this, Samantha, end this by saying, we are very proud of you, stars of the heaven, of the heavens, with an S. We rejoice with you. We rejoice that you have finally found your power. You found your voice, and you found your space. You finally has found your location. We will journey with you. We'll journey with you. You will never burn out. You will even be better, greater, and you will shine brighter. Is there anybody that has a question? And I hope everyone has enjoyed themselves, and thank you so much for joining us during these 2 days of Valentine. Now, I have an announcement to make. Shortly after this program will be over, please do not call me yet, because I'm going to put up a new program which is starting on Monday. Heaven has called me. This year there will be a lot of fasting and prayer for a reason that I don't know. Beginning on Monday. Monday is what date? 17 or what?
Yeah, the 17th, yes.
Beginning on Monday, we will begin having two services, 12 noon and 7 p.m. It's going to last for 7 days from Monday to Sunday. So let's count Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have been told to gather the people around the world and let them call the conference call number 720-740-9264. Twice each day from Monday the 17th to Sunday. What is Sunday? Is it the 23rd?
Yes, it is.
People are to come out. People are to fast and pray as much as you can. 12 noon and 7 p.m. Central. For some of you, I will be praying the prayer of the vigils. We are marching around Jericho for 6 days, and on the 7 days we are going to shout. When we say we are going to shout, it is real shout. If you have a trumpet, you blow it. If you have pots and pans, you hit it with spoons and knives and forks. If you have dishes, you clang them, as long as they are not the one that will break. If you have cymbals, you beat it. It's only on the 7 days that our voice, our shout is going to happen, which is on Sunday at 7 p.m. Central, which is 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's when our voices are going to be heard. We will be walking around Jericho. God said that some people have said to you, you are not coming in here. You are not coming into this family. You are not coming into this country. You are not coming into money. We have to march around Jericho for 6 days. And on the 7 days we have to march, and every wall will collapse. So So go to the website tonight. Tonight after this conference, give it like an hour, and you go in, and then you will see how the schedule is going to be, beginning on Monday till Sunday. Don't miss this. There are many of you that has a wall around you, and that is why nothing is happening. If you are like, oh, I want to eat, remember the word. A human being does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the living God. Mary, write down that quotation and the place where it is. Send it to me so that I can find some way to put it on with the program.
Okay.
Please, it's about time. If God does not show us what is the hindrance, you will just be praying and fasting for nothing. There is a wall that has been put to fence you out. There are some people who are enjoying, and there is a fence around them so that you can't come in to enjoy. The bank is sealed off from you so that you cannot go in to do business. A nation has been walled so that you cannot go in. And God said, march around Jericho, march around the problem. So actually, if by Monday I'm traveling to a particular city, I will tell you. And I'm going to call people from that city to come and march with me around that city as a symbol of every other city in the world. So I don't know which city, whether it is Kansas, Wichita, Kansas, or whether it's going to be in Times Square, New York, whether it's going to be at Washington, D.C., whether it's going to be at Miami or Vegas. I don't know which one yet. I have not been told. But I will be told. I'll be told within the next 1 or 2 days. I'll know. And if it is in your city, I'm going to ask you to come. And you will join me after the 12 noon prayer to walk around the city. And after the 7 p.m. prayer, we will walk around some places in the city. And we will do that for 6 days. And on the 7 days, then we will shout. That's when the heavy prayer will happen and the shouting, real physical shouting. You will make a noise. So I don't know yet where this is going to be, but you are to start where you are. Stay where you are. It's a 6 to 6 fasting for those of you who are capable. Those who are not capable, 6 to 12. Those who are a little bit stronger, 6 to 3. So just see what you can do. The walls must collapse. And then you can go in to take over. That's what prophets do. And I have told you. Do not forget to send in your offerings, your tithes, your offerings, your Valentine things. I didn't see much Valentine this year because so much is happening. And I like the way things are happening. The reason is because if a big harvest is about to come, then you will be called constantly to be in fasting and prayer. And one-time harvest, that's it. You got it all going. So I wish you a good night, and I will see you guys on Sunday. I will see you on Sunday at the 12 noon Sunday resurrection service. Good night. Please, can we say happy Valentine to each other? Happy Valentine to you all.
Happy Valentine. Happy Valentine.